News, no private property. Here, I'm gonna trespass. I'll trespass for you. I'm trespassing. Sue me. There is one small catch about the place I'm about to go into, and it's always proves to be worth it. There's no doubt about it. Big boulders. X. Look at this place. Here's another weird in the air. Look at the size of that going uphill in the air. So these are all just markings. Another field goal trident. Okay, it never fails. It's always the same. Let's go take a peek in here by fire or anything. And it's in the middle of this. That tree is hundreds and hundreds of years old. I'm willing to bet about 400 years old, 500 years old. And they know it. Sorry, I'm zoomed in. Oh, holy Sasquatch seat. You guys like this tree, don't you? So look in here. So here's where the vast wilderness begins. You could walk through that forest for a long ways. Look at the master. Oh, he's even got, his poop is here, you guys. Look at the seat. You guys, it's such a seat. It's all been dug out. There's nothing that comes repetitive. There's a symmetrical X, like I tell you every single time. And there's all kinds of teepee structures. See? These are all leaning. I'm so excited with an X behind it. And then there's poop. Used to be round. Yes, I'm touching it because it doesn't, there's nothing on it. It doesn't, it's petrified. Bigfoot poop, and I'll bet you there's more. That's why it'd be cool to have a trained dog to smell that. And she'd be like, it's here, it's here, it's here, and we can get the fresh poop. Have it analyzed. That's something I might submit, would be like a fresh poop that I know for a fact is Bigfoot. Because I want to see what else they eat. I want to see what else is in that. That's not just pine nuts. But what you can tell is it's not, there's no bone, as far as I can tell. It doesn't mean he's not eating off a bone. But he's not, you know, when you see the bone, when you see white in poop, you know it's like a mountain lion. Because mountain lions are pretty much the only thing that ingest bones. Look at the pine cones right there. This is the big boy. You're a big boy. Oh, I said I wasn't going to whistle. What a spot, you guys. Look at this tree. The caliber of that tree is so much bigger than it looks like on camera. It's unbelievable how big that tree is. It's got to be 12 feet, something like that, in circumference. About 12 feet. You just can't tell on the camera. Look at the size of that tree, and of course it's historic. It means something to them. Because there's not even another really pine tree right here. That's it. There's a seat, and it's right behind it. That's an amazing, amazing thing. Here's where he walked. Look how it's all flat. See how it's all flat? You guys, it's all flat. It's not game, it's like really wide. He's going this way. He's going this way. What else is walking through here? It's all wet here. Come on, give me a footprint. Oh, he walks right through there. You guys know how often I film that? Right there, it's like a doorway. That's what I call it. It's a doorway. I should do a live video. I do have solar set. Look at how it's all. I stepped on it, but that was already like that. Going right through here. Are animals too? Sure, probably. I can't see anything in this mud. You can't tell. Like I'm looking at with the footprints I'm making, and it's nothing. Even in the mud, because it's got too many sticks around it. Wow. Look at this, you guys. We're about that campsite. I don't know what to make of that. I know those guys. I don't think they took them. I think there's another explanation. Do I know for sure? No. This guy sits right here. The birds are everywhere. Look at this big fat robin. Just staring at me. Was staring at me. Look how fat she is. Blatant. Look at this place. You guys, I'm on the way back. I'm still all the way out here. There's a Bigfoot spot, right? It's unbelievable, right? You can't even get in. There's a perch right there. It's something that's in here. And you know, he blocks it so you can't walk in, and then you got to get all through it. There's the leaner. I come in, I see that, because I came in because I saw the bag. I saw it and almost still walked by it because I've been out here for 4 or 5 hours without water now in the sun. I'm fine, but I don't want to dehydrate. I've never really been dehydrated like completely, and I don't want to know. So check it out. It's an absolutely yard sailed old campsite. That was just moved recently, whatever happened there. That was just done like yesterday. There's flip-flops. Here's part of the tent. Looks like it's been there for, it's hard to tell in this environment, you know, because I gotta say it's years, like years, probably 4 years, give or take. The whole time I've been doing Bigfoot, this spot was here. I can't imagine, there's no way anyone would just camp right here. Like, you guys, he can't get here. Why would he pick this spot unless he was hiding? Or this tent was dragged here with all the stuff in it. Some of this stuff is real old. I hate to leave it here. Doritos. Cool if we can get a date when there's flip-flops. Why would you leave your flip-flops? There's garbage bags. I mean, this is more than what you'd have in your pack. You know, there's no reason you'd bring flip-flops. And they're not big either. You know, that's the size. I'm 11.5, so they're probably 9.5s. I wonder if I get a date on these Fritos, that'd be amazing. Even the Fritos have been really weathered. I don't know how I find these places. This is an unfindable place. It's crazy where I am pointing the camera right now is unreal. That this is where this is. This was all destroyed. Look, old water cups. Look at that. It just broke and shattered. It's been in the sun too long. It's all being used right now. Did this guy camp in the middle of Bigfoot, or did Bigfoot bring his tent here? You got to see where I am, guys. I'll try to give you an idea once I get out of here. You can see, he's got it all marked. When I say Bigfoot, I use that loosely. There's the eating station. It's all active. Ooh, I just smell. What am I smelling? I smell like perfume for a second. Or like cologne. That was the weirdest thing I've ever smelled in my life. Like out in the forest, right? You come out, this is where I am, okay? Now remember, I'm 3 to 4 miles in. I'm not looking forward to turning around right now. I'm in the shade and I gotta go do sun for 3 or 4 miles. It's no problem, but it's just gonna suck. This is where I am. There's nothing out here. You can't. This guy had to be hiding. He wasn't just on a regular camping trip, if that's where he pitched his tent. This dude was hiding. It would take you, it'd take you an hour or two just to get to your car. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe an hour? If you really knew your path, an hour. 3 miles, and it's pretty treacherous. Blatant over there. See, you're starting to get to the treeless pines, the branchless pines, and that's where it's the best. That whole mountain is absolutely outstanding. And this is where I am. I'm way out here. There's nothing I'm not showing you. I'm not gonna run you long clips. Spot right here. It's in the shade, overlooks everything. Yo! Woo! Watch this. 100% blatant. Done by them. Part of a taught system that I've discovered, okay? And then, there it is. That's not possible, you guys. Okay, the top of that rock, the giant rock, right there, all that rock, I'm calling it as one, has been there for hundreds of millions of years, at least millions of years. And that one is just sitting on top. Next to an X. I don't believe it. And then there's another X there. These are all markers. They live right where that rock is. It's just that it's out of your thinking. You want to see where they go. You think it's within reason to understand it, and you could understand it, but they'll have to tell us. That's all it is. It's not, the answers aren't in your head because we haven't got that far yet. It's like trying to explain a smartphone to an Indian. It's no different. You are nothing more, and I shouldn't say you, I should say we are nothing more than spring chickens. So they come out of here somewhere. It's beyond ways that you can understand. So don't expect it to be logical, okay? You're killing me with your logic. See where I am? I mean, I'm almost parallel with that now. Where I'm parked, you have to look way up at that. I can't believe I made it this far. But I'm probably gonna end it soon because there's not a lot to film here. There's, you know, random rocks where they shouldn't be. Big boulders just sitting there. Big boulders that are placed there. Like we find, and not only me, but anybody, Cali especially, that go to the rocks, fine. You're not listening and you're not looking. Do you want to know the secrets of the earth or not? Let me know now, okay? Because I could have a new house and a new car if you don't want to. Just let me know. Overnight, no, I couldn't give this up because, not now, because not if someone offered me $1 million a year, because I would be miserable. I'm not done. I'm not done. They're right here. There's no way that those structures would be set up where that squirrel was if it didn't have something to do with those rocks. There's nothing else there. It has to be the rocks. What do you want to bet? Following all these footprints from the rocks leads to another spot outside the rocks. They don't always go to the same place. And here it is. I freaking knew it. Right outside the rocks. They come out like, Mom, can I go out, please? Dad's out there. All right, be careful. Don't trick any humans too much today. They're already too stupid, honey. Look at this spot. Look at this spot. Blue. Is blue. Only thing found. Blue. Blue. Tags all ripped up. Blue. Okay, that was good. I'm very happy. This is a good time to head back. Perch, all cleaned. He's sitting right there. It's all clean. You see it? There's nothing there. And then look here. Okay, watch here, and then watch there. You see the difference? He's got it bordered. This is one of them. In fact, he might come out of those rocks right there. I was thinking it was behind me, but it might actually be right there. You didn't think there was a human that knew, huh? Well, I know you guys know who I am. I've been within a mile of you from here many times. It's a whole different place, though. Like, you can't really get to the mile. But I know they know of me because I've know thousands of their friends here. There's no way they don't know who I am when I'm walking around here. There's no way. They know exactly who I am, and that's why I'm always safe. They come out of there. Look how that big giant boulder is on the top. They literally made a roof. You see it up there? It's like a giant boulder. Right there, that one right there. It's like it was put by a helicopter on the top. It's not possible. We see it all the time, and then the people are like, Mark, you got to stop convincing these idiots. They have anti-gravity technology. They're just ahead of us. I'm like, I agree completely. Great spot. Seat right there. Wow. What are you doing in this eerie place? I'm talking to this guy. What are you doing in the dark stuff when you could be up there with the special ones? See, those are all the big clans. These aren't big clans here, as far as I can tell. God, he's watching me right now. I don't think he was when I first walked in. Going by my arms. It just happened now, my arms. That's where the big clans are up there. That's where everything is happy and the rules are all in effect, things like that. There's one of the walkways right there. See how they do it bendy? You know it's the ones that, another perch right there. Okay, he sits there, he sits there, he sits there. And then there's the bone. Right here, you gotta see the walking coming in here. And then there's the one bone, right next to the blue. The blue. What the hell is that thing? The blue. Always one, okay? I have found 2 bones once. And then look, there's a PVC pipe here. That could never be here. They use it as a structure. Look at that. Anybody home? Now you can see right through, the thing looks brand new, even though it's not. It's a Schedule 20. It's a Schedule 20. So the difference, Schedule 40 is thicker, 20. That's basically your, a pipe from Home Depot. There's no way that they didn't bring it here. That was brought here. I'd give anything to see them carrying that pipe from 3 miles away. That's where it came from. I know where it came from. By the way, that's an X. Right there. Sorry, I was making an attempt to look in the tree, but it didn't work. Check it out. Look at that. Not only is it one, thin X, which is very rare, or is it 2 thin X, which is even more rare to have 2, or is it 3, which is even more rare to have 3 skinny X's. But then there's an X on the ground, and there's a perfect X to confirm that those are legit. I mean, there's no X that even is better than that in the whole world, and that's as good as it gets. You know what I mean? You might have one that's just as good, but that's a perfect example of making no mistake in their language. I told you it was special here. What do you want to bet if I stayed here all day? I would produce miracle spots, okay? It takes a lot of time to walk around these places, and this is vast wilderness. Look at the wiener. Look how blatant. If you don't get it, I don't know what to tell you. So this is why this is cool. So I've never even really seen something like this. I'm coming out of the aspens and it's all like rocks, right? I have, but it looks like I'm in like a Loveland, Colorado or something. All ground structures. Done, it looks like they were done quite some time ago. Like, not this year, let's put it that way. And then because of that, this makes that cool. And then you got to see the trampling. Like all through here is just smushed. Robin just was a little bit too close. Look at the system here. This is all a system. It's completely trampled all around this. See, this matters to them. No one's around. They're not using it to hide. There's a squirrel hiding right there. He was hiding right behind. He really was. Hey, buddy. He was hiding from me on that side, and I couldn't see him. What the hell was that? Did you hear that? You guys, what was that? Hi. Someone's in here. When I freak out, I just go on. If I go on and speak, I forget all about it. So as long as I got structure, I can just forget that something's actually happening around me. Look at that squirrel. Or is it? That is a Bigfoot. There's a lot of people, let's talk about that real quick. There's a lot of people that are starting to believe that Sasquatch actually isn't really, it's not one being, it's actually hundreds of beings. What do you think about that? Hey, you. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Give me a second. Let me see if I can get some seeds out. Still there. Right on top of a teepee. And I gave him seeds. I left a bunch of them down, like I laid them on top, and then I just threw a whole handful underneath them. He saw them and was just about to go. And he's just waiting for me to move. That's all. So he'll have a field day. That makes me happy. it kind of upsets me, you know, because I think I see what you're supposed to in life. I think I appreciate what you're supposed to. Like simply changing the day of a squirrel no one knew existed. He is so happy right now. And that makes me feel good. Do you want to make people happy? You can't. Look, that one back there goes into a trident. Do we go look at those rocks or what? You know that's where they're coming from. He goes, that's how I know these things. I've never seen them go in the rocks. I know because of how they decorate. I know their system better than anyone in the world. Anyone in the world. There's no one in this world that knows their work more thoroughly than me. And I'll bet you the people that would come next in line are the people that actually watch my video. You might not even have ever stepped in a forest in your life. And you're probably more familiar from keeping up with the videos with their work than most people that that are self-proclaimed and they just run their mouths and talk about a subject they know nothing about. It's an amazing thing to me. Look at the size of that it's a hidden one. It really is, because if you were anywhere to the right of that, you'd never be able to see it because of all the bushes. Not to mention you wouldn't be there. That's weird. Do they use beavers as cover? What is that mound, you guys? Like, I see the beaver dam. Look. Huge beaver dam. But what is that? Is it a rock? What is that? If it's a rock, it doesn't matter what it is, it's got a hole in it. And that's the best I can do with this camera. You'd have to pause it. I wish I had my eyepiece working. Let me sit right here. All I know is they're markers, and I know when I see holes in rocks that it has something to do with them. Or at some point it did. Let's see if I can do it this way. There's a lot of mosquitoes out today. Do you mind? I'm talking to the mosquito. It looks like dirt. It looks like mounded dirt. Get off of me. Or die. It's up to you. I was talking to the mosquitoes. I mean, I could check this line here. It's not that suspicious to me at all, but I bet you they use it because it's right in front of the rocks. They're not going to do a lot of structures there. But if they're over there, someone's looking at me. Trust me, I'm being surveilled by. I mean, there's times where I feel like I'm on a jumbotron, like in a movie theater, like underground. Like, hey, you guys, look at the closest human to ever find us. Things like that. That's so funny. Look at this crazy place. Let me keep going. There's an X on that tree back there. This is the Galaxy Ultra. I have been using my cameras mostly, but my main camera now is down for good. It looks like, and my backup works okay. But this thing really works well. You know, and then I can just upload it like on the way home via cell service pretty quickly. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's a bear. You guys. Damn it. I don't know if it's on video or not. He's sitting right in the Bigfoot seat. You don't see me getting guns out. I think you could hear him for sure, and I think you could see him. He took off like a bat out of hell. And there's poop there. So I don't know if I filmed bear poop or Bigfoot poop, but it's definitely Bigfoot. You can see the pine trees. You can see the seat. He was just sitting in it. The bear just ran out that way. It's amazing how fast they move. Right there, he was right there. You just back up, make sure there's no cubs above. I'm not worried about a bear. I'm worried about him being worried about me. You're not going to beat me. And I would feel horrible if I had to take out a bear because I'm in his home. You know what I mean? I have no right really to be here. I mean, maybe, but not to shoot him, you know, so I would do everything I could, gun in hand even. He just took out like a bat of hell this way. He was sitting in that Sasquatch seat. There's poop there and everything. Bears don't sit in one place. He just happened to get there after I'd been there. You guys, I was there a few hours ago. He was sitting in the Bigfoot seat. Or was it a Bigfoot? You know, I don't know. I think it was a bear. I don't know. What if it was one of them? Hopefully it's on the camera. You guys will know before me because I'm going to post this when I get there. Wait till you see what I have filmed in these woods. You guys, look how clean it is. So it's something a little different than you're used to seeing here. Look how clean right here. It's so clean. He just went like a bat out of hell. Now, unless the things that sit in those seats are four-legged, he was a weird color. It was like a grayish color, and it moved so fast. I think it was a bear, but he's in a Bigfoot seat, okay? It's not a bear seat. Bears don't have seats. They're never in the same place usually. Where did he go? He wants nothing to do with me. All right, so enough's enough. You can see the structures. It's an amazing place. I walked 3 miles straight out. You'll see in the video. Like out, like way out, in places you normally don't see me, like in due sun, things like that. It was brutal. I'll never see that bear again, or whatever it was. So, you know, whatever sits in those seats, I mean, is it possible that it's one of theirs? He didn't know I was coming. Pine cone eating right here. It's all blatant. All right, over and out. I got a video coming. I'll give you more detail in this area on the regular video. Just doing a little upload trial with the Galaxy. Oh, I'm in 8K. It says I'm in 8K. No wonder it's kind of weird. Let's see if that uploads. 8K. Wow. Tell me if you could see it. Careful. Those shadows. Remember, it's the daytime. Man, I was just with them. That's a crazy thing. See, nobody understands, even the biggest believers, like where I just was and what was just happening and what they were doing. I have a connection beyond most human beings. You have to understand. You might not understand.